I quit social media. Yep, I deleted them all. No more Instagram, no more TikTok, no more Snapchat, not even Twitter or X or whatever it's called these days. They're just all gone. Deleted them all. All but one. Just one. And I'll tell you why. So stick with me because in this video I'm going to walk you through what I deleted, why I deleted them, and the lies that we're fed on social media. How AI is messing with what we see, and more importantly, the freedom, peace, and joy I found since stepping away from social media the last few months. And let me tell you this. If you are in your 60s or close to retirement, this conversation might change how you think about social media completely. So let's start with the obvious question. Which apps did I actually delete? Twitter. Oh yeah. That was the first one to go, and it was easy to delete, honestly. There was just too much anger, too much noise, too much fighting. Snapchat? Well, I only got that app to connect with my kids. Never really clicked with me, but it was just clutter, so it was easy to go. I hit delete on Instagram because honestly, I was tired of scrolling through perfectly curated lives that had nothing to do with reality. TikTok, this one was a little bit harder for me because I actually enjoyed watching the cat and dog clips, and I love sharing them with my kids. But I deleted them. It was fun to watch those videos, but I was losing hours of my time. I actually think that Pinterest might have been the first app I deleted like a year ago. I'm not even sure if it's still a thing or not, but it used to be my kind of go-to app that I would scroll through. But I deleted that long ago. Now, what did I keep? Well, obviously I kept YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. That sounds funny to say. But other than YouTube, I kept Facebook. And maybe it's an age thing. And it's not that I actually love it. Honestly, I only kept it because of Marketplace and a few groups that I'm involved in. And so I didn't delete it. I actually find it handy for selling our stuff when we're downsizing and staying connected in some of the travel groups that I'm involved in. And so I find those really useful. So I've kept that. But it barely made the purge. Barely. So that was a starting point. What went and what stayed. I also deleted lots of the mindless games that were taking up space on my phone, that were honestly just wasting my time as well. But let's dig into why I walked away from all of these apps after all these years. And here's the truth. I was tired. I was tired of the hate, tired of the constant stream of negativity, the constant arguing among strangers. And it wasn't just the hate, it was the endless scrolling. I would sit down thinking I would just spend a few minutes on social media, and suddenly an hour of my time had disappeared. For what? I didn't feel smarter or happier or more connected to anyone. No, I just felt drained. And then there was the constant comparison trap. Even in your 60s, you're not immune from it. You see people traveling, buying things, doing things, achieving things, and it's easy to think, what am I doing wrong? Even though I know better, it still kind of gets under your skin. So yeah, the hate was part of it, but the real reason, it was stealing my time, my energy, and my peace, and my mind. And I finally said, enough, no more. This is the question I keep coming back to. Do we even need social media in our 60s? I mean, think about it. We grew up without it. We built relationships without likes and follows. We shared stories face to face, not in 10-second reels. For some people, social media is about staying connected with family and grandkids. And I get that. That actually can be very beautiful. But for the rest of it, the noise, the nonsense, the constant comparison, that's not worth it. At this stage of my life, isn't the goal just to simplify, to focus on what truly matters, to live in the real world, not through a screen? I think for many of us, social media is more of a distraction than a connection. And honestly, I would rather spend my 60s living my own story than watching other people's highlight reels. Now, here's the part that really pushed me over the edge. The lies. The social media is a breeding ground of half-truths, exaggerated headlines, and straight up fake stories. And now with AI, it's gotten so much worse. I can't tell you how many times I've seen photos or quotes or stories and I thought, that can't be real. And sure enough, a little digging later shows that it isn't real. AI is generating fake faces, fake news, fake conversations. It's getting harder and harder to tell what's real and what's not. And here's the thing. You have to work now just to figure out what's true. Fact-checking, cross-checking, double-checking. And I thought, why am I even doing all this work just to consume some content that doesn't make my life any better? So when I looked at the lies, the AI, and the sheer amount of garbage being pumped into my brain every day, I decided I don't want to play that game anymore. Now, I'm not going to lie and say deleting the apps was easy. There were many days and times that I thought of downloading them again. I know I had to do something, so I started listening to audiobooks instead of scrolling. Whenever I had the urge to scroll, I just turned on my audiobook. It was perfect for me. No more scrolling through TikTok. No more living someone else's life through Instagram. And honestly, my library card is free, so I can download as many audiobooks as I want. Now I get to catch up on all the reading that I would do when I had more time. But I always had the time. I've experienced so much more than finally having time to read since quitting social media. Life opened up after hitting those delete buttons. I take longer walks without reaching for my phone every 5 minutes. I actually sit down and have conversations, real conversations, without being half distracted. I now give 100% of my time to the conversation. My phone stays in my purse, not on the table waiting for the next pop-up notification. My mental health, that's improved too. I no longer doom scroll before bed. No more waking up anxious because of the online fighting among strangers. And maybe the biggest surprise? I feel lighter, happier, and calmer. It's like not watching the news anymore. It's like I've been carrying around this bag of noise and I finally set it down. I'm not saying life became perfect overnight, because it didn't, but it did become quieter, simpler, and mine. And that's worth more than any amount of likes and follows for me. Quitting social media isn't about deleting apps. For me, it was part of a bigger picture, reinventing life after 60. You see, reinvention means asking, what do I want my time, my energy, and my attention to go towards? And for me, the answer wasn't scrolling on Instagram. It was creating, traveling, building real connections, and yes, even making videos like this that hopefully add value to someone else's life. If we want to reinvent ourselves after retirement, we need to clear out the noise. And social media, that's some of the loudest noise out there. So let me throw this question back to you. If you had to delete every social media app except one, which would you keep and why? I'd love to hear your answer. Drop it in the comments below. So I guess here's the takeaway from this video. Quitting social media at 60 or at any age really isn't about missing out. It's about gaining back your time, your peace, your joy in your life. If this video made you think, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video with someone who's been saying, I think I need to quit social media, because life is too short to live through a screen. Let's live our real life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.